You thought we were talking about Ben 10 today?
Wasn't expecting that one. I'll say that for sure.
We're talking about the Grinch.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. It's been a good stream.
Yeah, we're talking about how much you love Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you could join us today.
It's going to be your shortest stream ever, Jordan. I'm so sorry.
No, I had this idea yesterday. I was like, you're just streaming with Darren. I have to come on and like it's a Grinch stream.
Good. Good bit. I love it.
Okay, I'll let you guys have fun.
Okay.
Bye, Darren.
Good seeing you again. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Take your phone. All right. That was fun.
That's a good bit. Love it.
That was funny, honey. That was really good. Okay. Yeah. So now we're actually talking Ben 10. Okay.
But are you?
Are we exactly?
I was like, okay, this is either Grinch or Beauty and the Beast. I don't know which one we were going for.
It could have been anything. It could have been anything. Yeah. Yeah. So, Ben 10, never heard of it.
No.
People talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels weird that I'm literally like this close.
You're almost done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than a year.
You think a year? Like, well,
Less than
no.
a year.
Only less
30
than
weeks.
It'll
Less
be.
than a year. I think I looked it up. It's May. I think it'll be done.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
think it'll be done by May. Which.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah, because it's gonna be 30 more episodes after this. What's 29? So, yeah.
Yeah.
In this episode, cat fight. Oh my god! Like we go from those crazy 2 episodes with all the bends and the multiverse, and then we get to like, oh, here's Luma, here's Esther, here's Nancy, and Atea. And they're all after Ben in whatever way they want. It's like, oh my god, okay. But yeah, so you said you've been rewatching Ultimate Alien, and you said you were rewatching Omniverse season 4 and 5. I think
Yeah. I started a couple weeks ago. I started my Ultimate Alien go through. Just a potential thing we might have planned in the future. And then you told me about this about when I'm coming up. I was like, I should revisit because I love Omniverse. I love this franchise, but my memory post Frogs of War isn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest. There's a lot of Ben 10 out there. So whenever I would do my rewatches, I just never would, I like Omniverse, but I would just never have time to finish the full rewatch. I would end up getting the Frogs of War and then kind of fall off. And yeah, like I was going through them. I was going through some of those episodes. Obviously, I know like the Albedo arc, and I know the 2-part season 5 finale, obviously. But there's some of those episodes, like the Mother of Riedel episode, where I'm like, I don't remember this episode at all.
I wish I could forget it.
There's some of those where I'm like, I don't remember this. Holy crap.
Was season 3? Let's see. Yeah, season 3 was the
that was Frogs of War.
The Frogs of War. Yeah. Yes, I'm looking here. So it's like season 4. You got food. What is it called? Food around the corner, and that's like the whole like a diplomatic scenario.
The Wrath episode. Yeah,
the Wrath. I'm looking here, like the ultimate episode where Albedo comes back of season 4, episode 2. That's so freaking good. Yeah, it's like there was just a mix match of stuff, and it's like all of a sudden season 5 kicks in, and we're like, wait a minute, like what happened? Like the writing just got so much better.
5's pretty good.
Yeah, they start to
and you lined it up good too. Like it wasn't exactly lined up, but like Halloween season, you kind of were able to experience that. September, right? So
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. If I took more time off, then maybe it would have lined up better. But I liked how in that arc, because I honestly suspected, as we see with a lot of Benton episodes, it's like one episode and then we move on to something else. In this, it was like, okay, we're spending time on this Transylvania kind of planet, multiple episodes. And we got our first vampire officially, or what they call it, Vampire. That's the name of the Vampire, the alien. Yeah, I like the voice for him too, but I like how it took him this long to finally go, okay, let's just do a vampire now. Because I've been saying we have werewolf, we got mummy, Frankenstein. Where's a vampire? Where's Dracula?
You said that in our like classic episode we did, or at least one of them that we did. You're like, we have all these aliens. I wish we had a vampire alien. I was like, I'm not gonna say a damn thing.
Yeah, because it's a long time coming. It wasn't like, oh, it's gonna be an alien force. It's gonna wait till Omniverse season 5.
Yeah.
Darren is so cute. That is true. But let me tell you something. The Grinch.
And you know what? Say what you will, but in that 2-part finale, we also had a zombie.
Oh, we did. Zombie Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we kind of got all the
caveats, all the variation. Now, my only thing was, and I said this in my videos, that it would have been interesting as a 3-parter just to see like them rounding up evil Bens. Like I would have liked to have seen that Ben explored a little bit, because we got to explore, of course. I think what do they call it? Like there's another name, the guy that people were saying, but I called him Omnitrix less Ben. There's another word they were calling him, but
Ben, I think.
Something like that. But I would have liked to have seen the other Bens that maybe were picked up by Eon and Vilgax. That
would have been cool. Yeah.
Like especially the first one with the black hair. Like, what's his world like, right?
Yeah.
And you said the zombie Ben. Like, what's his world like? Like, But I guess the point is, it's not important. I'm like, but it is like a little bit, because like they're joining the evil side.
Yeah.
Right. Does this also mean that Vilgax, there's only one Vilgax in the whole entire multiverse, or is this just like because I know this is our Vilgax, but I was thinking, like, is there Vilgaxes on those other Earths throughout the multiverse that, I mean, I don't know. Like, was Vilgax always tied into the story? Because the way what's his name? Oh god, Paradox. He was saying that there's always a Ben, except for this one. There's always a Ben that has her story intertwined with an Omnitrix in some sort of way. Well, does that mean Vilgax is always the alien chasing the Omnitrix in space, or could it be other aliens?
Could it be other people? Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be interesting to get like an alternate Vilgax. And I actually think I would have preferred that in this 2-parter, to be honest with you, because like, I guess I don't love Vilgax destroying his own universe, especially since we've seen him like on his home planet as like king of his people, and he genuinely does care for his people. So I was like, hey buddy, what happened to that? What happened to your kingdom? What happened to those kids that you wanted to protect so much in like Alien Force? It's like but that's probably a greater conversation about like Vilgax as a whole and
Vilgax
where he
23.
started. Yeah. I mean,
who's to say, right? Like, because I bet there has to be a Vilgax out there that's good.
That'd
right?
Cool.
I mean, yeah, it would be interesting to see those kind of things explored, since we're like opening the floodgates of like Christ on Infinite Bends. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that is 100% true. And we're not doing this.
Let's do it.
No.
I forgot about that too. When that showed up, I was like, oh shit, he probably freaked out. And then I watched your reaction. I was like, oh, you did.
And it was gold too. I'm like, oh god.
How did I do wonder how he got it? Did he steal it? Like, is there a Ben out there who lost his Omnitrix because or just stole it from him? Or did it land by him?
It's also interesting too, because when you think about what they've explained in the show up to a point, the Omnitrix cannot leave Ben's wrist. And then somehow in between Ben 10 and Alien Force, it came off. It's somehow magically he was able to take it off.
Yeah.
And we found out it's because of oh god, I'm forgetting his names. The creator of the Omnitrix. Azimuth. Yeah, Azimuth. See, it hit me as soon as you started saying it. I'm like, Azimuth. So it's revealed he did it. There's a way to do it. But then we saw in that, and then there was Ben, like the second part of that 2-parter, like it flew off and got onto our Ben's wrist. I'm like, how did Omnitrix Ben know to do that? And how did I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's the question. Like, was Argent in the forest when it crash landed? I think he stole it. I think he found a way into Azimuth's like place or something and stole it.
Ooh, that's fun.
That's my theory. Our best friends Sure.
That'd be cool.
That would make sense. Sure.
It'd be cool to see like one who did get the Omnitrix, but maybe for good, I don't know, like good intentions. Like it just lands by him or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing it landed and he used it to get rich. I mean, I could definitely see that for sure. Like him getting paid to be a hero. I can definitely see that little
What up, buddy? He's one of the people I have on my yearly Ben 10 creators episode.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, Gwen 10. Yeah, so this was like a highlight for me. Yeah. I love the what if episode of Gwen 10, or like when Gwen getting the Omnitrix. Yeah. So when I saw this moment, I'm like,
that's cool.
They listen to me. They know me. They know I love Gwen.
But what I think you probably would have loved even more, if you remember, that episode ends with Max getting the Omnitrix. If we could have seen an Omnitrix Max, that would have been awesome.
I'm surprised they didn't do it.
That would have been cool.
I wonder if it's because we had so many characters we're already following anyways. Because with the reveal of Eon and Vilgax working together and the evil bands all team up, you see a couple more that we had not seen yet. Like the one on like the one, I think it's the photo from him, Benjamin 10 inches, like that Ben. And then there was that other Ben that's kind of like what, like spiky hair and stuff. It's like, so we had a bunch of other things happening.
Yeah. It's like Mad Max Ben, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
One of the creators at one point said Asma sold it to Argent to pay off gambling debts. I really hope that's true.
You know what? Fair enough.
That's actually pretty funny. Max, the episode would have been over 3. Oh, yeah, that's true. Because I think if Max would have gotten, I mean, that's fair.
He would have been good. And also, it would probably undercut the ending when No Watch Ben's like, Grandpa, you're a plumber? Like, this is crazy kind of thing. So maybe they needed that to be the first moment where Ben realizes, oh, okay, Grandpa knows more than he thought or we thought.
Yeah, that's actually fair. Because I didn't even think about that. It's like, oh, yeah, because I was wondering, too, with Ben getting no Omnitrix, does that mean there's no plumbers? Like, is there no alien life forms or anything on this planet? And that would have been interesting, too, to reveal is like, this is the one planet that has had no contact with any sort of life. Yeah.
Which makes sense that there's no crime, there's no, alien invasions. I wonder if either just like Asmith didn't make the Omnitrix in this timeline, or I don't know, maybe it went to someone else. Like maybe he has it. Like maybe he is the wielder of the Omnitrix itself, or
Earth's just never had contact with anybody.
Yeah. Maybe it like landed on Mars or something, and it just never got there. I don't know. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, well, someone had commented too, saying, "Is this the one Earth that Asmith actually got to keep his woman? He never got obsessed with making this device and what he was doing." I like that answer more than it being somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Poor Ben, though. But hey, this Ben, regardless of not knowing anything prior, he stepped up. He
did. Yeah. And like just also like the chain of events that don't happen because of it. It's like, okay, what about the hybrid? What are they up to in this timeline? And what are all these various things happening? And you see just in Ben's life, what happens if they didn't get the Omnitrix? He never would have had a bond with Gwen. Kevin would have never redeemed himself. Ben never meets Rook. Like all these various things.
Kevin walked by that Ben, had no idea who he was. No clue. It's a nice little cameo because I was like, Kevin. Oh,
he's gone.
That's it.
Yeah.
The headcanon. I mean, yeah, I can see that being the headcanon. It's not confirmed. But I mean, it's just interesting that they found a way to kind of make something unique, because if it was just another Ben 10 that had an Omnitrix and we just started following that, had no idea it was another Ben, it would have been just, whatever.
Yeah.
Saying the line from Gwen 10. What did he say? Gwen Tennyson.
I forget.
No, Paradox is the Gwen. There was no, when the Gwen 10 episode happened, Paradox wasn't even introduced at that point. Are you talking about maybe maybe a part?
I think Gwen said, I think Paradox said a line from Gwen 10's episode, but I don't remember what that line is off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. Imagine if no Watch Ben universe, everything happened like the main timeline, but without Ben, Aunt Vera eaten by Limex, Dagon about to take over, Animo taking his award.
Yeah, a lot of effects of Ben not becoming a hero. Yeah. A lot of consequences.
Oh, this line too. So many ways to tell a story.
That's it. Okay.
I like that line too.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, okay, like there's many possibilities in many different directions. And I think that's also we can tie in and bring up a little bit, and I'll actually pull up on Twitter. We have a Ben 10 comic coming out.
You do?
Like it's official, like it's happening, and
February.
it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And is it all of Man of Action? I think they're all back for this, right?
I'm not sure about the entire team, but I know you have at least some of the voices back for it, and I do think the fact that it's a new continuity kind of makes me more excited than I was before, because like I didn't quite know what it was like. We didn't know anything really before, but like, you know, there was always a chance it would have just been some kind of filler story. You know, oh, Ben and Gwen go to the mall and they fight, you know, Volcanus, or, you know, like it could have just been something little. But like the way they are talking about this, it seems like they are building something. They are building this new continuity, this new universe. They are making something their own. And like you said in your TikTok video and your like shorts video, it's a new Ben 10 reboot. It's an entire new world. And what's very fitting about it, I think, is that it comes out in 2026, which is almost exactly 10 years after the reboot continuity started. So Ben 10 starting again 10 years later. There's something kind of special about that I think is really cool.
Well, it's funny because we were supposed to get the comic this year, right?
It was supposed to be December of this year, and so it wasn't that far off. It was 2 months later. You know, when it was pushed to 2026, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be like a whole year wait. It's gonna be forever. It's like it's not that far away. It's a couple, what, 6 months? Yeah, like it's almost here, and that means we should starting to get little pieces of info. You know, maybe images, maybe concepts, because again, like there's so many questions I have. I was like, okay, what age is our Ben? Are we starting at 10 again, or is he 15? Is he 20? Is he 30? You know, is this completely new roster of aliens? Is it a mix of old and new? Is it just new? Like there's so many questions and directions that they can go.
I didn't even think about that. New aliens. Like we get
cool.
like literally like, okay, let's say it's very similar to the origin of Ben 10 Classic. They go on the RV trip, but there's some slight shifts. Maybe Ben's like 13, right? Maybe Gwen is a little bit, they could say Gwen's even older. Like Gwen's like older, like she's like 15 or 16, like because they're around the same age around Classic. And at the end, when Ben puts on that watch and he hits that thing for the first time, it's not Heat Blast. It's a brand new alien we've never seen before. And that's the end of book 1. That would be like, what?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And I love the concept in like 5, 6, maybe 7 years when we do get a new Ben 10 show, and you can kind of have this mix of like the old stuff and maybe some reboot stuff. And then there'll be like, holy shit, is that blank from the comic book? They're bringing in the comic book characters into this new show. Like you could start adapting. I actually even thought about this. Like maybe they're waiting to see how good this comic does first, and then maybe like in 2 to 3 years they're like, yeah, we're adapting the comic book into an actual TV show, and they're using that as like reference to do this new show or something. Obviously, that's my imagination going wild. Of course, no basis on that whatsoever. I don't want people to come out at the stream being like, oh, they confirmed they're doing it. No, I know nothing, but I think that'd be really, really cool.
It's so far that starts at the beginning with Max, Ben, and Gwen, and the classic aliens. New aliens are not out of discussion, though. I mean, I really do think they're not going to reveal they're coming up with new aliens. They probably want that to be surprises. So I would assume if there's any new aliens, they're not going to reveal that. That's just my theory. I don't know.
No way.
Favorite elemental alien? I mean, I love Heat Blast. I've always loved Heat Blast. I don't know. Like,
I like Big Chill. Big Chill's my guy.
Yeah, Okay, let me be clear. Big Chill before the redesign. I'm not a fan of the redesign. I still don't like it. I think he's just too big. I like him. He's like, because like when he popped up in the Generator X crossover, that design, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This Big Chill. Yes.
And you've seen that now officially as well, which is one of the only episodes of Generator X I've actually seen, because I have not gone through the show.
You've never seen the show, okay?
I've seen a bit of the first season, but I've never fully gone through it. So you're even ahead of me at this point in some areas of the Ben 10 fandom, which is crazy. But that's one I've been like kind of holding my tongue about, because I was like, I think you knew about it. I thought it was kind of spoiled to you over the years when people are like, you have to watch Generator Rex. I was like, shut up, just stop, don't say anything. But I thought you knew, but I was like, maybe you forgot. I didn't know what it was there, but that was a very good reaction of yours. Just not knowing he was going to show up and he shows up was great. Incredible.
Yeah, and the way they did it too is interesting because like it starts off like just like a regular Generated Rex episode, and then the rift opens up, and then out comes this thing, and you're at first like, what the heck is this? It's like, oh, okay.
And it starts with like the one character like singing the original Ben 10 theme song. I was like, is that going to spoil it? I guess not. Okay, good.
It sounded familiar at first. I'm like, that was interesting. But then I thought, well, maybe it's like a little bit of a Easter egg.
It's an Easter egg reference, yeah.
Because before episodes prior, since you've not seen the show, there was a sound of an Omnitrix earlier in season 3.
I saw that short, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, is that an Omnitrix? What the fuck was that? Yeah. And then at the same time that I watched that 2-parter, because I watched them back to back, I watched the episode with the return of Charmcaster, not Charmmaster, Charmcaster. But she said something about Providence. I'm like, the fuck did you? Because that's Generator Rex. I'm like, what the fuck? Did she say Providence? And I do think she's probably had a run in with Providence, I think, or something, or she knows of that world or something.
Listen, I mean, there was plans. Like at one point in time, they wanted to do this like Ben 10 cinematic universe with Ben and Generator Rex and Secret Saturdays and a couple others that would have been in the mix as well. It was supposed to be this whole universe. And for whatever reason, if it was Cartoon Network or just whatever, stuff didn't go that direction. There was, even rumors of like a Gwen show along the lines, which I kind of see a little bit in that like Omniverse episode, the like Scooby-Doo episode, like parody episode. And that kind of feels like a Gwen 10 series to me a little bit of just like, okay, Gwen and Kevin on campus with the teachers and as Lucky Girl in her full costume and like a secret identity. Like that to me is like, is that the show? Because I wouldn't mind. Like
I'd watch it.
I'd 100% watch it. And then at like one point,
was that a pilot type thing they were trying to do?
I don't think it was a pilot. I don't think there was anything like that because talks of that were an Ultimate Alien. Like that was kind of the era, which kind of would have made sense with how they end Omniverse, or how they start Omniverse with like Gwen and Ken, or I said it again, Gwen and Kevin going off to college.
Yeah, because they go off, yeah.
But even at one point in time, it was talked to be like an anime. Like it would be like a whole nother thing as well. So it's like anime is interesting. Like that would have been an interesting direction. And I'd still be open to it. Like if they announced tomorrow, hey, we're doing a Gwen 10 show, I'd be like, all right, let's see.
I'd watch it.
Random, but I'd watch it.
I don't know what you would call it though, because you can't call it Gwen 10 because you're not
just Lucky Girl, maybe.
Or something. I don't know. Looking forward to the conversational ones. Oh yeah, Invincible Wonder Man. Oh yeah. I still have. I mean, I think the Invincible teaser was like 3 minutes into him talking, so I'm like, that's not really worth a reaction for. And Wonder Man, I've still not seen the trailer, so I don't know. Oh yeah, Ben did have a car. Oh yeah, he did. I forgot. Yeah, what happened to that thing? It is like
he has a bunch of different vehicles. Like he has the car, and he also has the hoverboard, and then he also has that little bike thing that he's been rolling around in Omniverse, and he has like what's it called? The like rust bucket, like Rook's like rust bucket thing that he has.
Yeah, that like truck or something.
Yeah, the truck. Yeah. So.
What's up, Cody? Thanks for the super chat. It was Ben 10, Generator Rex, Secret Saturdays, and Symbiotic. I think I heard about that other show.
Yeah, I've never seen that one either, but I've heard
Symbiotic.
That was the plan. And it
have all these like in. Well, I mean, they had Secret Saturdays in Omniverse in an episode, the season 3 premiere, I think. But yeah, I remember like who are these characters? Like, that's pretty cool. And then apparently the art design is different, obviously the animation, so they look different. But like they had a couple seasons, I think. So I had never heard of that show. I'd heard of Ben 10. I never heard of any of these other 3 when I was younger. Yeah. No clue. So
I've seen some of Secret Saturdays, but my main exposure was through the Ben 10 crossover and me being like, all right, what is this thing? And from what my understanding is, a lot of the Secret Saturday fans weren't happy with their appearance in Omniverse.
Really?
They're so much different than their original counterpart. Again, I can't say it because I didn't watch it, so I can't have an opinion on it. But just based on like, I think what Inktank's video on and stuff like that is like people were not very happy with how they represented those characters when they went to Ben 10, which makes sense. Like Omniverse is a much goofier show than I imagine Secret Saturdays is. In general, Omniverse is a much goofier show. It's probably the goofiest show in the continuity. Which, like, how was that transition for you? Because like Ultimate Alien is easily the darkest Ben 10 ever gets. It gets really, really dark.
It does.
There was that transition into trying to compare more to Ben 10 Classic. You know, the designs look a little, I don't want to say kiddier, but definitely more bright and colorful. And there was a design change from the original couple shows to this one. Like, how was your transition into all that?
It definitely was interesting because, like, I really thought Ben 10 Classic was a good foundation. And rewatching the pilot with my wife for that video was pretty fun. Just to see her notice it. And it's crazy because I literally watched how the events of Classic were affected by the no watch Ben, in terms of how he actually was the one who got the Omnitrix to land where Ben was and all that stuff. But then Alien Force Ultimate Alien was definitely more dark. Definitely a tone shift because they were going for an older audience that grew up watching Ben 10 Classic. I think Omniverse was a good blend. It's definitely more goofier, but I think it's just a good blend of like a classic throwback to like the original series and kind of make it full circle in a way. It definitely hasn't gotten dark, but they definitely have some, like, they're able to tell crazier stories in Omniverse because of all of the buildup from the other three shows. If you were to do that multiversal episode arc they did last 2 weeks, ending season 5, if they would have done that, say, in Ultimate Alien or Alien Force, I don't think it would have been the same effect. I don't think it would have really made as big of an impact as it does here. So
yeah, you have to transition it. Like, I was thinking about that today. Like, imagine showing a fan who only seen Ben 10 Classic. Think of you after getting done with Classic and then just showing you that 2-part finale and just being like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, just bypass all the setup and just go, what do you think? Like, what? Yeah, so yeah, it would have been wild. Al Big Smoke. So Derek JW, art director of Omniverse, said he never liked the car, so they got rid of it. Well, that sucks. That's stupid, but I don't know about top 10 villains. I appreciate the super chat, Michael. It would take a while. All I know is, for me, I still think, even though not all of his appearances have been great, I still think Vilgax is my favorite villain throughout the entirety. But I think a close second is probably Dr. Animo, just because of, like, he's always been consistent, and he's the second ever villain ever introduced. So got to give him his props. I don't know from there. I think Zombozo is definitely my top 10 somewhere. Albedo.
I think they all have their hills and valleys, right? That's like fair. I think they all have, like, okay, I like Vilgax in Classic, but then he goes down. I like this and there. I think the only one that has been consistent all the way through for me is Dr. Animo. Like, there's never an episode where I'm like, God damn, what do they do to Dr. Animo? Like, he's just like, he's Dr. Animo, man.
Yeah.
And then, like, a good follow-up, I think, and just because he isn't in as much, he's the newer, I think Malware was really, really, really good.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, he didn't really have a chance to, like, ruin Malware. Just, he's Malware. He had this fantastic season arc. He arguably took away something that none of the, like, he beat Ben in Ben 10 Classic and the original stuff. He took away feedback. He had 2 arcs to himself. And I think that's one of my favorite arcs in Ben 10. Like, I don't remember if we did a stream on Ben 10 Omniverse. I don't think we have yet. But that 2-part finale, when it's Malware against everyone, and he gets to look into the past, and he remembers the time where Azimuth came down to him after he lost feedback, and Ben gets to talk to his younger self, and they get to have that conversation, and he gets to forgive himself. And there's that moment where he gets to meet the consequences of his past and accept his failure, and he can move on. And only in that moment can he have feedback. And to me, like, you know, sometimes I'm iffy on Omniverse from time and time again, but I can remember that scene to be like, That's why I love this show. That seems like that is what makes it worth it. And I think it almost hits harder. These serious scenes hit harder because it's a little goofier. And it's like, oh, when the show needs to get real, it does get real. And I do appreciate that.
Yeah, because you think of like an Alien Force Ultimate Alien where it goes to tone darker. When they go silly and goofy, it's like, huh? What's happening here? Like, why are we doing this? Like, honestly, like, because we were just talking about Catfight coming out today for me, season 6 premiere, like having these 4 women going after Ben or having some sort of like connection to Ben at that moment in terms of Esther being on the date, Luma and Atea showing up at the same exact time to settle Ben so they can become queens. And then you have Nancy, the cat girl, who's taken over Wrath, which is the best part of that whole episode, was like, I'm a nice kitty. Like, let me tell you something, cat lady. I will do as you command, but I do not like coming off fluffy kitten. Like, it's all hilarious, but like, only Omniverse could do that kind of episode. Having that in like Alien Force Ultimate Alien would have been like, the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, why are we doing this? Now, obviously, granted, I think Luma was introduced in before Omniverse. I know Atea was.
Luma was Omniverse. That was season 1 with the Kevin episode being like, I'm married. Oopsie. Sorry, Gwen.
But,
and then
but Atea was been around for a while because Atea was there during the Alien X reveal episode. I remember all that. So it's interesting that they're just bringing all these like crazy characters together. Let's see. Look at the comments. It's wild. Our Ben has died twice. I mean, yeah, Ben's been gone a couple times, you know.
Yeah. What? Once in Ultimate Alien with Charmcaster, and then this too.
Yeah, I understand the point of the redesigns. I've had some issues with redesigns, but overall, I'm still fine with the show because what really matters to me at the end of the day, regardless of my thoughts on redesigns of characters and aliens and stuff, is are you giving me a good show? Like, that's what I care about. Because if Omniverse changed its like design to the characters, but it was giving me a bad show or a crap show, then I'd be really frustrated. But like, at least it's still giving me good stuff that I can enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
This is us. It's just 1 R. Pokey play. That's an interesting picture, by the way. Derek J. Wyatt seems to have a love-hate relationship with Alien Force Ultimate Alien events and designs. I mean, to each their own. It happens. Look, Alien Force Ultimate Alien, especially Alien Force, made a big decision about Gwen specifically that really has affected the fan base since, in terms of her being part alien. I'm fine, but at the same time, it's like it would have been cool for her just to be magic, right? Just a magic, like learning magic from the spell book, but like, she's actually part alien. That's why it's like,
yeah.
Now, we've discussed this, but where do you land on like that? Are you, because I know we've discussed it. I don't know if we've really had a full blown conversation, and we don't necessarily have to, but like there were decisions that were like dividing the fan base.
Sure.
It's like whatever. I still love Gwen as a character as long as she's still kicking ass and being a really cool character and having great chemistry with all the other, characters in the show. That's what I really care about. But that's just me.
Yeah, I again, I think I said this back when we talked about it back in like Alien Force, but like I started with Alien Force, right? So my first introduction was her as an alien. I didn't really have the magic side of it, so that was always kind of my instinct. And if I start with classic, maybe I'd feel different. Maybe I'd be like, "Boo! I want magic back." But I actually do. I like what I think Omniverse has done, and really the back half of UAA was doing too, where it's like combining the two, because they've definitely leaned a lot more into the magic side of it in Omniverse, going into the like lucky girl stuff and stuff like that. I like both. I like that she has the alien powers, but it's almost like enhanced with her magic, and she can use both together. Now, I still stand by. I wish they dove more into the alien stuff, especially with Verdona, what's she up to? Where is she at? That's such a side of the Ben 10 world that we just haven't seen much from. So I don't know. Like, I feel like I think if I was doing more seasons of the show, I'd be like, why don't we have a season where it takes place on their planet? Why don't we get to explore the lore of Gwen's history and Verdona? Maybe see more of how Max and Verdona met and how that went, because they were dating what seemingly was at least a little while. So what was that time like would be interesting as well. But I like both.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, because there were certain things that they introduced, like I said, Verdona, and it's like it's just gone. Just like, okay.
Same as Eileen. Both of them are like, where are they?
I still hate that so much. Because I'm sitting there and I want to tell, and I did tell Shelby during the post like reaction to episode 1. I told her, I just info dumped all the shit to her. Because I'm like, honey, you don't understand. You know who's on that ship? You never see who it is in this episode, but it's Eileen, this very important character that only appears one time and mentioned randomly once, all like way later in Omniverse, and that's it. It's like, oh my god. I think Malware would be a top villain because Ben was more scared of Malware than Vilgax or Ghost Freak. I mean, yeah, he definitely was. Like when he saw Malware for the first time in the present day, he was scared.
I mean, yeah, like really one of the few people that actually beat Ben. Like from memory, there's only 2 people who really did it, which is Malware and Agrigor. Right?
Yeah, Agrigor. Yeah.
Agrigor is the only one Ben never beat. That was Kevin. Kevin did that shit. Ben never beat Agrigor, which is very fascinating to me still, where it's like, he got the best of them every time. Which, you know, I could argue maybe they depowered Ben a little bit in that Agrigor arc sometimes, where it's like, yo, Ben, why aren't you doing blank, 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 blank? It's like, don't think about it. They have to make it whatever.
They had to make it work. Yeah.
Like I was like, I've been rewatching that arc, and like there's scenes where Ben's just like standing there talking to him while he's doing stuff. It's like, run, Ben, get him, Ben. Don't just stand there. It's like, I get it. Plot reasons, they have to have it happen, but it's like transform into someone else, Ben. Come on, don't be Brainstorm.
Come on, Brainstorm.
Come on.
Yeah. We've answered this question before. It's really hard to decide. I think we did this last time when we were with me and you and Kaisa, where we went through like aliens we would personally pick if we had to choose over others in terms of ranking. All I know is I would have to have Accelerate. I can guarantee that. From there, I mean, I don't know, because I'd have to see the whole entire list of them.
Yeah,
and go, okay,
that'd be fun to do at some point. Do like a roster pick, going back and forth or something. That'd be fun.
We should do that. We should do that.
Yeah.
Like DAREN and Chainsaw pick their Omnitrix. We get to choose our 10 aliens. Okay,
that'd be fun. I definitely think I'd pick a lot of those aliens that are like definitely multifaceted. Where it's like, okay, what are I always think of like Arctic Iguana a lot, I think of, and how underutilized he is. It's like, okay, he's a decent fighter. He can fly. He can go through like phone wires. He obviously has the electric powers. He can swim. A thing Ben 10 doesn't use at all. He can read minds. Ben can read minds with one of his aliens.
What?
And like, yeah, because Rad like reads their mind in like Ultimate Alien, and it's like like every time there's any problem, I'm like, Ben, read their mind. You have an alien that can read minds. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't not trust any character ever. You could solve all your problems. But again, that's one of the territories. I think especially as you get to Omniverse, there's a lot of aliens like that can kind of just solve your problems. You just met, or not just met, but you did Pexy Dust.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
That's one that comes to mind a lot, where I'm like, you can just knock any alien out instantly, or like knock any of your enemies out. You just met Vampire.
Yeah.
Mind control, Ben. Mind control Vilgax anytime he comes to Earth. You can beat,
but he doesn't think
any alien or villain you want with ease. But
he's been told this. I forget who told him this. I think it was maybe Albedo. No, it might have been Azimuth. Because you slamming that Omnitrix, it's offsetting the thing.
Yeah.
So when he's sitting there outside about to fake Nancy the cat girl and cat fight I just watched, it hit me again. He's like, cat, Wild Mutt take care of him. I'm like, he's not gonna get Wild Mutt. It's not gonna happen. And he slammed that thing and boom, Wrath. It's like, oh Ben. He doesn't think these things through. I think Vampire would be a good choice because I didn't think about that. The mind control.
Very overpowered.
You need to have Vampire. Okay, that's fair. Interesting too, because what I always loved about this sidetracking, but I just thought about this because Vampire, like the actual character that Ben bases the alien off of, and it's a different like color design. I loved in that 2-part arc that I just watched where the different Bens have different colors for their aliens. Cool. I love just seeing the color variation. It's just something different, especially with Albedo with the Ultimates. When he went Ultimate, I'm like, oh shit.
That was cool to get some of those we hadn't seen before. Was it Ultimate Grav Attack and then Ultimate Arctic Iguana, which was cool.
Yeah, very very slim. Not a lot of screen time, but very effective. It was really cool to see differences. Season 5 is my favorite out of all seasons of Omniverse. What's your favorite so far?
Okay.
Ooh. I think maybe 5.
Really?
I would say.
Okay.
It's hard to say because, but those
Fair
2
enough.
episodes wrapping up 5, it's kind of hard to beat that. But I would say I do love the introduction season in season 1 of the show because it's something new, something different.
I think for me it's those first 2 seasons, which I know you said I can only pick one, but like it is one arc. It's like one storyline. So that storyline's in my top 3 seasons of Ben 10.
Because with Kyber, Kyber the Huntsman,
Kyber, Malware, Psychobos, and how it all just leads into the ending with feedback. I love it.
Yeah, that's a
good season.
Full circle moment. And the fact is, too, we open with a classic, well, we post-classic Ben 10, but it is Tara Strong back of voicing Ben. And I'm like, the fuck, wait, what's happening here? Oh my God, that's a young Ben Tennyson. What is this show? Like, I thought he was older. It's like, we're jumping back and forth. Ooh.
Yep.
Favorite alien? Like, out of all of, oh God. I gotta say Accelerate. I love my boy Accelerate.
Yeah?
I love him. I think I say I want to be the Flash, but that's just me. So
I don't have one singular favorite where I'm like, because I keep going back and forth. I always change mine. Right now I'm going Big Chill though. I think I've been on a Big Chill train lately.
Okay, let's do this. Favorite alien that was introduced within each show. Like it's specific. So I would say Accelerate for classic, Alien Force. I would say probably Big Chill. I think that's fair. Wrath's a close second, but I gotta go Big Chill. Ultimate Alien. I think my favorite Ultimate is probably Ultimate Spider Monkey. I really like Ultimate Spider Monkey. Omniverse. Oh man,
some good ones.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to look at the list. Maybe I should pull it up.
I'd go classic. I'd go Upgrade. I'm a big Upgrade guy. He's up there for me.
Fair, 100%.
Big Chill from Alien Force, although that one's tough. I love the Alien Force lineup. Ultimate Alien. You know what? I'm gonna go Terra Spin. I don't know why. I
like Terra Spin. Yeah, Terra Spin.
And then I go Gravitac. Gravitac's another one where I'm like, Ben, you can control gravity. Ben, why aren't you using that all the time? Just take out any of your villains.
I don't know if he's my favorite, but he is one that just keeps popping in my mind. Blocks. Like, I really like Blocks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. Like, there might, like, if I really thought about it more, maybe I would find one that makes more sense, but I think Blocks is a good choice. Okay. So, James Remar's performance as Vilgax is pretty good, but Steve Blum's always the best.
Yeah.
It's Steve. It's Steve. Yeah. I mean, I agree. Dumb Vibes. Actually, Dumb Vibes was the name. Dumb Vibes. I like. The more I've been watching the show, the more I am appreciating and liking Rook. But it's hard to kind of get away from Ben Gwyn or Kevin or Ben Gwyn and Max, like that dynamic.
Here's what I'll say on that.
Okay.
I 100% agree. Like, yes, like Ben, Gwen, and Kevin are the golden standard. But here's what I'll say. I actually think introducing Rook was probably one of the better things you could have done for the show. I think you needed a restart. I think you needed something fresh. Ben, Gwen, and Kevin have at this point been a duo for 5 to 6 seasons at this point, almost 100 episodes straight with them. Would we have wanted another 80 on top of that? Maybe. I would have liked it, but I think I think it's one of those things where it's almost like distance makes the heart grow fonder. And now every time they show up in Omniverse, it's like, oh my God, they're back. I cannot believe it. And it's not like they vanished, right? I actually think Omniverse does that better than most shows. Usually when a character leaves, they're gone, right? You don't see them. Maybe every once in a blue moon, they're still around, usually at least a couple of times a season, either at the end of the season, sometimes just in the middle. In season 4, you just did that like 2-parter episode where it's like, okay, we have part 1 with Gwen and Ben, and then part 2 with Rook and Kevin, and
that was so funny.
Back, and it's like, as much as I do miss them, and again, if they do another show in this continuity, I'm like, well, have all 4 of them. I'd love all 4 of them because I love Rook and Gwen. I love Rook and Kevin. I like Rook and Ben. I like Rook and Grandpa. Like, Rook has a dynamic with every character. But I miss them, of course. But like, I think it's sort of the best.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Ben didn't use way big against aggro, but used him against Gwen instead.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of those things where it's like, why, Ben, why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do this against it? Like, again, there's that scene with like Brainstorm, and he's like torturing Brainstorm. He's like, yeah, this fits perfectly with this alien, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dog, go humongous. Like, what are we doing? Go. You have the ability to touch your chest and transform into someone else, and you do not.
Dalton Goop, fair. Goop is a good choice.
Goop is good.
Goop. I miss Goop. Honestly, I miss Goop.
Yeah, he's not around that much in Omniverse. He's. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah. I heard about 5 years later, but it's also Danny Phantom, which I've not seen. So. Swampfire, good choice. You need a flyer like Jet Ray. Okay, yeah, a flyer like Jet Ray, amphibian, and then underground alien like Armadillo. Okay, yeah. I mean, you would try to cover all your bases, but knowing me, I would just pick aliens I really like. Like I wouldn't even think like, oh, Clockwork. That's
Clockwork
good.
Is good.
Yeah, Clockwork.
Yeah, I think find one of those that can. Maybe do both. If you're talking about like, okay, someone who can go underground and fly, I might be like, all right, let's go Ghost Freak. He can do both. He can go underground and he can fly and he can fight.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would definitely pick Ghost Freak. I know that's one of my options. I think, but then again, what if I have the whole roster? I'd be like, oh shit.
But then I'd be like, well, I'll just do Big Chill because he could also do basically what Ghost Freak can do, but without the possession, right? Like he can't take over people, but
he can freeze.
He can phase. He can freeze. He can fight. He can. I think he can swim. I'm pretty sure he can. Actually, don't know.
If he can phase through water, then technically yes, he's flying, facing through water.
Yeah.
We should test this theory, Ben.
Big Chill is overpowered as hell. Like he is really overpowered, and Ben does not use him enough.
That's true. Yeah, I really didn't think about that too. Like, yeah, he has a lot. Like, even if he just did the phasing through, that's a major thing. But they had to go. Well, Ghost Freak already did that, so let's add some ice powers. Ooh, yeah. Ben has children, by the way. That's still a thing, by the way. And Ben still has kids out there.
That's an episode I wish we got at some point.
Yeah,
of like
something
coming back and being like, "Father, is this you?"
Yeah, they call Father. Father. It's like,
we missed you, Father.
Father. I'm not a fan of Albedo's Ultimates and Omniverse, especially when compared to UFA. They look too ugly and evil. Oh, they're supposed to be evil. It's Albedo. Like, I get it. Color scheme wise, I get it.
Well, this is my hot take. I actually prefer either alternate or evil Bens or like Omnitrix users having like the alternate feature or like any other like extension on the Omnitrix. Like I think that's a lot more interesting than like Ben having this gimmick of like, oh, I can do all these things, but I don't use it. But instead use it as a story progression to why this storyline's so hard for Ben to take on. Like I really like the idea of like Albedo having something that Ben doesn't, and Ben having to use his brain, which is his biggest strength, to come over these issues. Like, okay, I don't have that power. How can I beat him with what I do have? Like, I like that stuff a lot.
Which happens quite frequently too, because whenever Ben is like, oh, I can just I'll just use this alien and I'll be done. Then he doesn't get that alien. Okay, so what does he do? Like, think of No Watch Ben when he was on Vilgax's ship trying to figure out, okay, how do I help get the Prime Ben to get his Omnitrix? Okay, well, he turns into gray matter and he's like, oh crap. He's like, actually, this one does not fight. This is not a fighting alien. This is a smart alien. Okay, well, I have to think this through then. It's like, yeah, you do. And Ben has to do that pretty much every episode, it feels like. He gets aliens he's not choosing or wanting, and he has to overcome it because he's not prepared for that alien. So I found that always interesting, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, I get the take about the evil, but it's supposed to be evil looking. Yeah, they're supposed to be.
Fair enough.
Steve Blum has nightmares about the Omnitrix. Yeah, he does. Ditto. Oh, Ditto. Yeah, Ditto. Okay, Ditto. Swampfire, Terra Spin, Feedback.
I love Ditto a lot. He's not the most like successful
Yeah, no.
Right? Like, if I'm going for like effectiveness, I'm not going for Ditto necessarily. I'm going Echo, because Ditto has that feature where if one of them gets hurt, they all get hurt, and it's like that's an insight error. I'm going Echo instead. But he's fun as hell. I like Ditto a lot.
It is a flaw, but yeah, that's good. Diamond Head, Echo, Armadillo, and Feedback. Okay.
Feedback's good.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
yeah.
Armadillo. Forearms, Big Chill, Shock Squatch, and Gravitate. Okay, Shock Squatch. Yeah, it was so interesting to see that other version of Shock Squatch in Generator Rex.
Yes. Yeah.
Because my first thought was like, what the hell is this? Like a beast Bigfoot? Yeah. Well, that was so I thought it was interesting. Like, so I guess like were they planning on Shock Squatch being in Ultimate Alien and they scrapped it?
Don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were kind of looking at their roster of aliens and who they wanted for Omniverse. Like, hey, we introduced this guy over on there. Let's maybe bring him in. Again, I don't know the answer. I don't know what that thought process was.
It definitely is interesting. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say though, and this is something I was thinking about today or like the other day, and I was like, I really do love the marketing decision they went with when they were choosing what aliens to bring in for Omniverse, because obviously the biggest roster Ben has ever had as a hero, easily. He has access to pretty much everything he's had previously, and then he's consistently getting more. But I do love just the marketing thing of like, okay, UAF did not utilize the classic aliens. They obviously had a couple, like your Forearms and your, Diamond Head, but they were like, let's remarket the original set of aliens. Let's remarket them, bring them back in, and kind of act as if they are new aliens. They're not new aliens, but we can rebrand them to this new era, especially some of those aliens that didn't get a lot of time to shine in that original classic show. Guy is consistently being used now. You have Frankenstrike, which is a new name for him, Frankenstrike, and your Shiro and your Blitzwolfer, and like you're bringing a lot of those characters up, Chuck, and a lot of the characters that weren't used a lot in Classic are now in his main roster of aliens. And I do think that's very cool that they went that direction.
That's actually a fair thing to say, because I think it was a smart decision, because I haven't really thought about it, but you are nailing it on the head, because they literally had Guy in the ending of Classic. No setup, no build up, just just boom, here's a new alien. And it's like, what? And then he's just gone for years, and then boom, he's back in Omniverse, and they're using him more. And the joke is, he has to make an eye pun. He has to make a joke. It's like, he's DAREN. Gotcha. Guy is DAREN now. He's got a joke book.
Of course, yeah.
Hello. Oh, I love your Avatar. Love that. I can't wait for that movie. Oh god, I can't wait for that movie.
And the Earth Kingdom show?
Is that next year? Earth Kingdom show?
I hope so. I really hope so.
They haven't dropped the trailer yet. I'm surprised. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Ben is a doctor.
Yes.
Ben? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That episode of college is like, I'm a doctor now, and it's like, oh no, I got my doctorate degree. It's like,
I forgot.
Dr. Benjamin Tennyson. That's scary.
Yeah, we did forget about Feedback. Yeah, that's okay. Feedback's cool.
Fun fact about Feedback: only alien to have his own soundtrack, to have his own like individual theme.
Wow.
No other alien got it.
You would think thered be more.
You would think like Humongosaur would.
Humongosaur.
Used like 80 times within the run of the franchise.
Chromosome got sidelined. I mean, I'm fine with it, honestly. Like I liked Chromosome, he was fine, but I'm fine with, not really. There's other aliens we can explore. It's fine. Chromosome got plenty of time, opportunity. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a Heat Blast fan, aren't we all? Good. I mean, it's the very first alien ever that we got to see that Ben turned into. Yeah, can't forget about Ditto. Can't forget about Kickin' Hawk. Yes, Kickin' Hawk. Oh, you have a little.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's awesome. Kickin' Hawk. That's such a random. Would you pick Wrath? I think I'd pick Wrath. I'd have to pick Wrath. Yeah.
Oh, so unpredictable. I love Wrath. I don't know if I'd want to be Wrath. I feel like I would ruin too many relationships and dynamics. I could not be trusted with Wrath's abilities, I fear.
Because that anger, right? It's going to build up inside you.
I stand by it. Thank God Ben did not have Wrath in Classic. He would have killed Gwen.
Oh, you think?
He would have. Yeah, I don't think he could handle Wrath. But maybe, I don't know.
The writers confirm Alien X is not the strongest alien in Ben's watch. Have you heard that before?
I think I have heard that there are stronger out there that we have just not seen, which I don't know what that means. Like, he's omnipresent. Like, I was like, I don't know what that entails. Like, there have been so many people being like, we should have seen Ultimate Alien X. I was like, what would you do with him? How do you go bigger than Alien? It's
especially with the Agor stuff, and like they're gonna go find a baby Alien X and shit. Like they're going to like this part in space where Alien X's are thriving.
Yeah,
like it's like how do you do that? Hot take: Shock Squash looks better in Omniverse than in Generator X. Honestly, I thought the design in Omniverse and Generator X was okay. Like I was just confused with who it was. I like the redesign personally.
I did too. Yeah,
that's fine. Is the reboot comic as the same one Diamond Con mission, or is it just the Man of Action Crew? It's the same one.
Same one.
Yeah, same one. And it's been in development for a while, and it's finally coming. Yay!
Yeah.
Did you know 4 billion aliens are smarter than Blue Kick? Well, Blue Kick and Durba, they're not. They are dumb. Let's be honest. They're not the smartest. Great Matter race with Jury Rig and then Gut Rot. Okay.
Really, Gut Rot's smarter? I didn't know that.
I mean, Gray Matter makes sense. Brainstorm, Jury Rig. I love how they found a way to make Jury Rig like repair shit. Like it's not just destroying. Yeah.
They really remarketed him as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jury Rig for the most part. He's not my favorite, but like I think
fix.
It's okay. They gave him like a jacket and like one of those like motorcycle mask things that go over his eyes.
That's funny. He would. Yeah, Ben would be a horrible doctor.
He would have to go into like gray matter mode to be a proper doctor.
That would have been hilarious. Enoch was my favorite villain. Okay, yeah, Enoch's a good choice too. Yeah, great voice. Yeah, I really wish the Forever Night stuff was better handled, especially in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. Like they tried to fix it in Ultimate Alien, but it just didn't.
And they keep trying, and it never fully works for me. I think there's just too many directions. There's so many facets and kings and generals and sergeants and different factions, and like every time a new one shows up, I was like, I don't even know which one this is anymore. Like people are like, oh, it's this one, and they appeared in seasons. I don't care. I've lost track. I don't care. They're all one character to me at this point. And if they bring them back in the reboot, which I'm actually okay if they don't, I'm okay leaving Forever Nights where they are. But if they do, you have to make it more streamlined. You
just make it Enoch. Just make it Enoch.
Just one person who's in head of it all.
And they have it to where Enoch is like, he's Enoch, but then at some point in this reboot, have him become the Forever King, not somebody else that's above him or something. It's like, no, just
too much. Yeah.
Streamline it. Because you're right. They were like literally just creating all different factions of them. And it was just getting to the point where it's like, I can't even keep up with this shit. Like at one point, Argent was running a castle. All right.
And like Omniverse like set in the motion that like they were disbanded. And like, you could have left it there. I didn't need them to be back.
Oh, did they come back again? Yeah, like the sword and the stone and all that. It's like,
because the sword and the stone was a different faction than who had come back previously in Omniverse. It's like, stop it! What are we doing? we gotta relax.
Because wasn't the guy running the new faction now? Wasn't he the one that got kidnapped ship? That was trying to like decode his DNA or something so that they could fly to the dragon planet. Some shit.
Plotline never saw the light of day.
I just find it so funny. It's like that guy who was introduced randomly in that episode. He's the one they brought back. Like out of all the potential options, or just like not doing it, they're like, let's bring back that guy that stole ship that one time, like back during a plot line we never actually did, where we're gonna go to the planet of the dragons. It's like, no. They should have kept that well alone. It was going to be an X-Men. I don't think that's true. Is it?
He was pitched as an X-Men character
before. With the Watch, or
I don't know how far they were in, but it was this idea that it's like this guy who can turn into other heroes, and it was pitched originally as an X-Men, if my memory serves, and then I think they pitched it to Man of Action, again as just a person who could change into 10 different superheroes. It wasn't even like aliens; it was superheroes, which is still cool. But I'm glad they went this direction. I think this has allowed them to go in a direction that they wouldn't have been able to if it was just like. You know, like a Superman ripoff or like a Flash ripoff or like stuff like that. Like I'm glad they went this direction.
It's actually interesting too because like when I spoke with I think it was Joe Casey, one of the Man of Action, when I interviewed him, we had discussed a lot of stuff. But I don't remember him ever mentioning that. I think he just mentioned that the original pitch at one point was like he turns into heroes, and then they reworked the concept to be aliens.
Yes.
So interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well. I mean, I'm glad that it didn't happen though, because now we have a whole brand new universe that was built off of that. So
it is interesting though, because like Ben has always kind of had these kind of semi connections to Marvel and DC. Like they had that there in Classic. Like I think Classic feels a lot more like Marvel than it does DC. But then you move over to like UAF, that is clearly like taking homage from like the like DCAU kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so Michael has his 10 picks. Heat Blast, Accelerate, Diamond Head, Cannon Bolt, Big Chill, Wrath, Humongous Horror, Brainstorm, Feedback, and Clockwork. Okay. Honestly, not bad. Personally, I don't know if I would have Brainstorm in the mix, but I don't know. I mean, that's just me. Then again, I think my list would be, I would have a couple of them. I definitely would have Accelerate, probably Heat Blast, Big Chill, Wrath, but other than that, I don't know, because like I like Humongousaur, but like we've seen some other good aliens that I think could replace him, but I don't know. Yeah, I think Clockwork as well would be really smart. I just think they just don't use Clockwork enough, in my opinion. Like I don't know.
That's another one so overpowered and could solve all your issues, but
that's probably why. That's probably why it's like, because they also made that point too when they're gathering up all of the Bens and stuff, and they have Gwen for when they're bringing everybody back and getting them all combined for the Ben kind of redemption. They can't use Clockwork because Eon or Vilgax, one of them will discover that he's being used. And he's like, well, no, we can't actually use Clockwork. It's like, oh, so you found a plot reason for him not to be used. It's like, okay. All the knights are dead. I mean, well,
are they?
Let's hope so.
I mean, sometimes.
Kevin Osmosis retcon. Wait, did they retcon him?
Maybe just the mutant stuff in Classic. Like, he's a mutant and now he's an alien stuff. Maybe kind of like Gwen. They were like, they're shifting. I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't as big of a change like Gwen was, and then you had the backstory retcon. I mean, look, I'm like, personally, I'm fine with it because Kevin has had a weird history with the show, right? He was just some kid at the time who Ben met, and it was just by happenstance, and then everything kind of unfolded from this one meeting. I never in a million years would have suspected that when I started Alien Force that he was going to be a part of the team and he was going to be part of the new crew. Ben, Gwen, and Kevin. Like, I just never would have suspected it. It would just like, what's happening? Like, why this kid? Seriously? But now it's like one of the best things that the show ever did. Like this franchise ever did was have Kevin redeem himself and, become a different person. Like, it was such a smart way to do it. So I loved it. Can't complain. I was confused though. I heard Ben was supposed to join DC Comics and eventually Justice League. I mean, he did meet the Justice League in that like animated little thing that was pretty fun.
A lot of marketing, like they did some Teen Titans stuff and ads and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he fought Beast Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I stand by just like I would like a crossover at some point, but it has to be via multiverse reasons, right? Like it can't be. Like, there's some people that are like, Ben 10 can just exist in, like, the DC. That does not work to me. Like, he needs to exist in his own continuity and then cross over via the multiverse or a timeline, something. Because I'd love all the potential. Like what does a Kryptonian in the Omnitrix look like? Like what does Martian Manhunter look like? What do Dominators and Brainiac? Like there's so much potential there. And then also I thought about this a lot. Ben is Batman's worst nightmare of like someone who has a plan in case for all the Justice League goes rogue. Ben is unpredictable. He cannot make a plan for everything he has in the like that is interesting to me. Like Batman just hates Ben because he cannot trust him. I think that's hilarious.
That's actually a good thing to bring up because Batman has contingency plans that were obviously used against him in that one film where Vandal Savage got a hold of them and made them deadly. But in this instance, Batman would have to have so many layers of plans, and there'd be something that would happen that would make it to where this doesn't actually work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
How do you stop Alien X? Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way Batman could plan for stopping Alien X.
He'd be his worst nightmare.
He would.
Stress him out too much.
So Venom's playlist is Wrath, Accelerate, Gray Matter, Forearms, Ghost Freak, Chromastone, Gravitack, Diamond Head, Amphibian Energy, and then 5 Ultimates. Okay. Yeah, I like the variety in yours. Yeah, Gray Matter, Forearms. Yeah, Forearms is I think Forearms introduced in the second ever episode of the show with the
it was the Animo episode, yeah.
Yeah. So
about the giant bird.
I forgot that right away because there was the giant frog as well that was also in the grocery store.
Oh no! He fought the dinosaur. That's it. There was the giant T-Rex that was cool.
Yeah. Oh, we need some cheap viewers. Let's get some cheap viewers on Streambo.
Let's go. Do it.
Yeah. It would be cool if Prime Gwen met Gwen. Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah. It's like, oh, like this is what could have been, Like, I think too, like it reminds me of when Gwen 10,000, even though she wasn't Gwen 10,000, but that timeline met younger Gwen when they went to the future. Like, that's what that reminds me of. Like, oh yeah, the 2 Gwens and the 2 Bens. Like, it's just really cool to see when those interactions happening, just to kind of just add more craziness. Like, that was the first introduction to not so much multiverse, but like what they can do within this continuity. How do you feel about Driscoll surprisingly appear in the last episode and tell Enoch fuck off on the film? Are you talking about classic? Is that what I think that's what happened?
I think that's yeah. Is it Forever 10, right?
Yeah, which they could have had better,
Yep.
Okay. Didn't make that option more plausible. Brainstorm because I need at least one smart. Like, that's fair. I would personally still pick Gray Matter over Brainstorm, but then again, I think Brainstorm's maybe I would say the better. Powers. Yeah, the electrical powers adds to it. That's fair. Yeah, for all 1 million aliens. Yeah, he would be spending all of his time coming up.
Yeah, obsessing over it. Yeah. I like the idea that he's like, finally, I've gathered all the info and he just gets new aliens. It's like, God damn it! I gotta find them for these ones too.
Yeah, because Ben unlocks another alien. It's like, hey guys, look what I found, and he hits it, and Batman's like, son of a bitch, I just finished. Oh my god. Oh, the ships. Fanfic ships. Okay, like.
I thought you meant like the Rust Bucket.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, Ben, Julie, Ben and Kai. Gwen and Kevin makes sense. Charmcaster Morning Show, that was surprising. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, really these? Like, but then again, 2 villains. But of course there's a betrayal coming. We haven't seen a lot of it, but Esther's an interesting choice for Ben right now in Omniverse. I want to say, like, I wasn't expecting that, but yeah. But what do you think of some of the character ships, as they call it?
Interesting. I feel like I should refrain a little bit because you still got a couple more seasons to go.
That's fair.
I'll speak on Ben and Julie though, because like Ben and Julie's interesting. Like I love them in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it turns into what could possibly one of the most toxic relationships I have ever seen in my life. I just rewatched as I was going through Ultimate Alien. Is it Duped? The like 100th episode where he's missing the game to go watch the movie and he turns himself into 3 different.
Yes.
Just genuinely probably the most unlikable I've ever seen a character ever. And like I'm sitting there with Julie being like, I kind of respect you less for not breaking up with him on the spot. Like, what a terrible relationship this was. And you know what? That's on the writing and not the relationship itself. But I think it was probably in the show's best interest to let Julie go on her own path. But you saw that they broke up over a phone call. He butt dialed him. And I think that was best for Omniverse as a whole to just have Ben be single for a while, have him be on his own. I actually think Ben probably works better as being single. Like, I kind of like the idea that, like, well, I'm too immature and I'm too busy being a hero. I can't hold down a relationship, at least with someone who's not already a hero or on my team kind of thing. Like, maybe it's like a Invincible situation where it's like, Julie was not right for me because she had her own life and we weren't compatible, but maybe someone who is a superhero or is on the team and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's interesting. And you got reintroduced to an old love interest recently, which was a big thing.
Yeah,
I remember when that first happened, I was like, really? I was like, are they bringing her back? Okay.
Yeah, at first I was like, who? Who's this? Like, I had no idea who it was. I was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. I would say Ben having a relationship is very difficult because of who he is. Like, he's not even going to school. Like, I don't think. Like, I just thought about that. Like, he's not even really going to school. It's like,
well, I mean, he just graduated college, so I
not really. They just gave it to him.
Yeah, there was that line in like Ultimate Alien. It's like, I could drop out, and I'm like, you probably should. You're not there anyway. How much of this information do you really need? Like, he's working for the plumbers, and I feel like that you have to have. Ben's already very smart. They've shown he doesn't use it a lot, but he is a smart kid. I think at this point he should at least be homeschooled or like doing his own research at home instead of like you could just drop out at this point. I think if he's going at all.
I don't think so. Based on how much stuff he gets into and how he's like away from home at times and he's just stuck on planets and stuff, there's no way he's in school. Or if the school just knows he's just never going to show up because he's always doing something. He's always something happening.
Show up when you want to and we'll let you pass.
I don't know if we've discussed this. Favorite Omnitrix design? I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
Do you have a favorite?
I really like OV, man. That might be a hot take, but I love the like very slim, almost like smart watchification of it all. That may be a hot take. I don't know, but I like how simple it is. I like the holograms they pop up. I think that's really cool. You can just kind of spin through them like a fidget spinner kind of. I don't know. I like it. Okay. I know my least favorite is the Omnitrix. I do not like the big giant goes like down. I'm not a fan of that. Like that's easily my least favorite.
That's fair because honestly, like it's just weird. I think they just had to come up with something to make it look different.
Yeah,
which is like okay, I get it because it's a different device. Blah blah blah. Personally, for me, I would say like Omniverse's design is sleek. It's simple. Yeah. But I would say I still like classic.
The classic one?
Fair enough. Because it's bulky, but it's like it's the first time we ever see something like this in terms of like Azimuth making a watch that has the DNA of aliens and can transform the person into it. Like, okay, what does that even look like? Like, how do you even design that? So I like the fact that it's something that looks alien-esque. It's very odd, but it just kind of works.
It does
for what it's doing, but yeah, I think you're fair. The Omniverse design, that's the ultimate. Is that Alien Force?
This is the recalibrated one, which I'm also a fan of. This one, I also do really like the like holograms that will come up out of it. Like I do really like that effect as well. But
because we're in the Omnitrix right now, we're in it right now.
Yeah, that's where we're chatting from.
Yeah, that's I had to pull this picture. I had to do it, but yeah. That's just me. I like the classic. Then again, I have a bias towards it.
Fair enough. That's the first, right? So
Yeah.
I get it.
Put Ben in Gotham for a week, all crime is over. Well, there's gonna be a lot of destruction in the process. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I feel like there'd probably be more crime at this rate because then Gotham has to up their game. I feel like it's just a new kind of crime at that rate. Like we're just upping the ante. It would be okay. That is a fun idea though. Of like, how quickly does he go through the Batman Rogues gallery? Like, can he beat Ben's entire Rogues slot? I'd say he should, but I don't know. I feel like those villains are so like psychotic that maybe they might have the edge on Ben because he's not expecting it. He's just like, oh, whatever, and he kicks his butt instantly. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. We're going to go through these two people's playlist, and then we're going to have just a little bit more of a chat about those episodes. Clockwork, Big Chill, Brainstorm, Echo Echo for laundry and stuff. Eat Blast, Kick and Hawk, Ghost Freak, Flocks. Okay, good choices. I like the fact that you picked Echo Echo for doing like chores.
Laundry. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like
you do it like Ultimate Alien style, where you duplicate yourself and have your other halves do the laundry, or is it just little Echo Echoes walking around? And
I would just go original Echo Echoes. Just do that.
Yeah.
Just do that. Swampfire, Big Chill, Atomics. Okay. Atomics your choice. Diamond Head, Humongousaur, Brainstorm, Accelerate, Upgrade, Feedback, and Eye Guy. Okay. Eye Guy. Okay.
Which you met Atomics semi-recently as well. Which
Atomics!
I think is the last alien referenced in the original Ben 10,000 episodes. Which
oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Because that's kind of a controversial topic among fans. There are people that love that they've introduced all these Ben 10,000 aliens like Buzzshock and Arcticuana and Atomics that were all referenced or seen in those episodes. Some people don't like that we get to see it. Some people like there being something special about there being these aliens that only Ben 10,000 has, and we don't get to see our prime version of the characters get them yet. Do you like that we get to see our Ben get them, or do you wish it was more special that only Ben 10,000 had them?
And that we just didn't get to see them, but we heard about them.
Yeah.
And it's a good question. I personally am fine with revealing that, like, because presumably Ben 10,000, he's just accumulating aliens over time, and he's now to the point where he has so many access to so many aliens that it's like nothing compared to what it was. Like he's discovering them, he's just like, okay, they're just in the watch. So at a certain point in the timeline, he has to have found them. Like, and the fact that they're showing them off is cool. We had to wait a very long time to see them, but like it makes sense that at some point Ben is going to get them. Sure, could we have made it to where Ben doesn't get this one in the continuity, like it was mentioned but never seen? Sure, but maybe it was fulfilling. Like they mentioned these names, they had them written down, they maybe had designs at the time, but like now we can see them all these years later in a fourth show in the continuity for most of them. Like we might as well just give it to the fans. We might as well just do it. Because honestly, if it was just like me, I would have been like, oh, we never got to see that one. That's crap. Like I would have liked to have seen them. So I'm fine with the reveal. I'm fine with like just doing it. Because if it's not now, it's going to be at some point. Like we know, it's not like a spoiler. Like we already know that these aliens exist. We just haven't seen them yet.
Sure.
So that's just me.
Sure.
But
fair enough.
I didn't even know that was even a controversial thing in the Ben 10 fandom. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Again, like I also kind of have the same mindset. Like maybe there's a couple, like I don't know, maybe Atomic would have been cool to maybe just stick that one with Ben 10,000. But then we actually see him use it, like he uses Atomic X at the end of in that part 2. That was cool. Maybe stick to that. By the way, that's another thing. You've officially seen fusions, Ben 10 fusions. We've seen Ben 10,000 use fusions, which is combinations of aliens, which Ben still like that was introduced kind of in classic with when he was it's like when he broke the Omnitrix, he was getting these mismatches of the aliens, and they gave that to Ben 10,000 here. Is there any combination that you'd like to see
of just any aliens in general?
Any aliens, yeah.
Like Accelerate and Heat Blast would be interesting. Like a fast, fast fire. Atomic Exit, that was really cool. So yeah, I don't. Wrath and Humongousaur would be really wild.
Really dangerous. Yeah.
Like, yeah. An angry looking dinosaur is what that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just be fine just to see all of them. Just do some crazy like designs that I just wouldn't expect, right? Like Jury Rig and Echo. Like, what the hell would that look like? Or Jury Rig and Cannonbolt. Like, I have no clue. Like, that would be such a weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
Heat Blast and Big Chill would be interesting. How do they handle that? Because they've already done like the ultimate Big Chill where it's fire, but how would a blend of Heat Blast and the Big Chill, how would that work?
That's cool. I'm definitely glad that we got to see, what is it, like 4 Mungasaur that we saw in the episode, because that's like, I just think forearms make sense with almost any combination. It's like, okay, this alien, but give them 2 extra arms that makes any of them way more powerful. Would be, like, what is like
Wildvine way big. Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. I mean, way big than anybody. Like it's just like, hey, this alien, but now they're bigger.
Way big Wrath.
Oh my god.
That's Godzilla, basically.
Accelerate?
Ooh, way big. Oh my.
That'd be unstoppable.
He'd be destroying cities.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Billy? What's up? Yeah, so you said you rewatch. So what made you rewatch Ultimate Alien? Because you were mentioning that a few weeks back. Like, we were just like, I just want to rewatch it just to kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I want to rewatch it. Like, we're doing that series over on my channel where we're kind of going through all the episodes. I'm like, I know a lot of Ultimate Alien. There's a lot of those that are fresh in my mind. Some of them not as fresh though. Like again, like it was very easy for me to rewatch Classic pretty regularly and Alien Force pretty regularly. Omniverse I didn't watch as. I'm sorry, Ultimate Alien didn't watch as much, especially the back half. Like the Dagon arc did not watch a lot, mainly because not one of my favorite. That's not one of my favorite arcs of Ben 10. And then again, like Omniverse is so long. There's so many episodes. It's 80 episodes. It's the longest run of a Ben 10 show. Again, if you're doing an entire rewatch, that's 17 seasons of television. That's a lot. That's a lot of TV to watch. So, but no, it's been fun. It's been fun going through them again. And when the time comes, I'm excited to rank some of those Ultimate Alien episodes. And eventually, Omniverse is going to be also very interesting.
80 episodes.
I know, that's going to be fascinating.
I can tell you right now, based on what I've seen so far, the Mauve Riedel episode is definitely going to be
bottom tier,
like F tier, like
yeah,
like just horrible, terrible. Any Argent based episodes are going to be really hard for me to kind of give give positive thoughts on. That's just I still can't say that character. I still can't say.
Okay, here's one tease I'll give to you. It's not spoilers.
Okay.
There's one thing with Argent that is coming that I am excited for you to see. There is something coming with Argent that I am excited for you to see. That is all I will say.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I'll leave you with that little nugget.
I don't want it in my life. Oh my god, I just don't want it in my life.
They've done a lot more with him in OV, and I was curious to see how do you feel about he's in at least once a season now.
Yeah, he is.
Sometimes multiple times a season.
God,
he was in the Frogs of War arc, and yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. Oh, I found a bracket fight for Omniverse. If you want to do this of Omniverse aliens, so we have to like
do it. Let's go for it.
Let's just do it. Switch it up a little bit, guys. Let's see what you guys think.
Sounds fun.
So here we go. Atomics, and this is
Waka Trout, I think.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's Atomics, I think.
Yeah, I think Atomics. I like Waka Trout, but he's no Atomics.
Ooh.
I haven't seen much of Vampire.
No, but I like him more.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I do. But I like Kickin' Hawk too, just because it's based off of the fucking alien giant chicken, right? Like, that's the funny part, but Kickin' Hawk isn't really like that. Yeah. You know? I'm going Vampire. Where are you going?
Okay. I think I would say Kickin' Hawk, but I don't care about Vamp. So, like, you can go for Vampire. Go ahead.
Okay.
I like Vampire.
Mm.
Mm.
You were saying praises about Pexy Dust. You were saying really high praises.
I wasn't saying praise. I was just saying like they could beat anybody if they wanted.
Yeah, well, you were saying like Pesky Dust is like really powerful. Like the fact that we can put aliens to sleep, we can get in their dreams.
I think I'm going Crash Hopper personally.
I'll go Crash, but I think Pesky, like if there was more, then again, I've not seen 29 episodes of Omniverse.
Sure.
But in terms of Crash Hopper, more effective at Pesky. If they use Pesky more, it would definitely probably go the other way for me too.
I like how like original he feels. Like he feels like very organic and something new and fresh into the fandom franchise.
Oh yeah, I remember that little guy.
We haven't seen Bullweevil in a minute, or I guess you haven't.
Yeah, I haven't. It's been a bit. Yeah. Feedback. I think I gotta go feedback.
Gotta go feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I like Bullweevil, but like,
I'm going Atomics.
Atomics. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Vampire. Yeah, you had a good run. Feedback. Yeah. I like how Ben gets cocky with feedback too. He's like that's like the alien he really embraced. Like he got obsessed with feedback.
Feedback is the only alien that has an entire story arc dedicated to him.
I think we gotta go feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on the other side now. Let's see. Oh yeah, we just got introduced to him.
Gut Rot. Yeah,
Gut Rot, and then of course we have Bullfrag. That's such a stupid name. Personally, I'll go Gut Rot.
Okay.
Were you thinking Bullfrag?
I was.
Okay,
but maybe
we can go Bullfrag because we've seen more Bullfrag, and honestly, I didn't catch the fact that it was Ben. Like Gwen figured it out quick. I'm like, huh?
I think him as an alien himself is fine, but I do love that moment where he has to go undercover as one of his aliens in the like. I just love that story arc as well. Him as an alien's fine though. I don't know, but yeah,
okay.
Yeah, okay. The worst in Gravitak.
I mean, it's Gravitak. So,
but like
that face.
Say what you will about the worst, is canonically one of Ben's most powerful aliens because he can't be beat. You can't beat the worst. He's just so. And I mean, you probably could, but like, very hard.
I like the mystery behind Topic. Such a weird name too, but
yeah,
I think Blocks.
Another Ben 10,000 alien as well.
Topic, yeah.
But Blocks.
Are you going Blocks? Okay,
I'm going Blocks, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. I think I remember him trying to get him once. I think.
Okay. I got nervous for a second. I was like, "Wait, have you?" But yeah,
I think I have. I can't remember. Okay. Like it looks familiar. But I'm not 100% sure. If it's a spoiler, it's a spoiler. It's whatever. Because like I've seen all these other ones, but like I remember seeing. I remember him turning him at one point. I swear I thought it.
Yeah, I think it was. Okay, yes, it was the episode where he's turning into all those like bad aliens. I think it's season 2 when they're in the plumber base with Siphon. He turns into the worst. Pexy Dust as well there.
Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah, and then he turned to him at one point because he's like trying to like say something and people were just not like paying attention or whatever. It's like, what are you going to do? It's like, oh,
yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, cameos. Yeah, so we've seen him. I'm going Astrodactyl.
Yeah, I like Mustache, but I'm going Astrodactyl.
Yeah. I'm
going Gravitak on mine.
I was thinking that too, but I was like, I don't know. I wish Gravitak was used more. I like Blocks. Are you thinking Astrodactyl?
I was, but we can go Blocks. That's fine.
Okay.
I do. I do, but So my favorite versus your favorite.
We go Gravitak. That's fine. Like I like Gravitak too.
Yeah.
I just like Blocks just kept popping in my head because I just love the fact that when he was introduced, Blocks, like it was just like, oh shit, it's a Lego alien. There's so many possibilities that you can do.
Yeah, but such a controversial alien too. And people I also like Blocks, but there are people that are like, it makes no sense. Why is this a living creature? It's like It's fun. I don't
It makes
care.
no sense.
It's there's a planet that has blocks on it. Who gives a shit?
Mm.
Whatever.
That's funny. And I'm guessing feedback.
Yeah. I mean, I
Well-
prefer Gravitalk, but we can go. I think feedback is like the better choice. Like, again, he
Okay.
had a whole story arc to himself.
That's fair. Okay.
All right.
Feedback is the winner. Now, it would have been interesting if we had more people in here to kind of
Yeah.
like figure out a ranking thing, but yeah.
Maybe someday we'll have to do like the full meat and potatoes, the full roster or something.
Ooh. Yeah, that would have been interesting to kind of like go through all of them, like, because that's
Yeah.
always been the fun thing to do, is like taking like like when I did like say Metallica, like they had like a bracket fight with all the songs from all the different albums, and they're just mix and matching. So like mix and matching aliens, just like, okay, who would you pick over Heat Blast versus Humongousaur? It's like,
Right.
holy crap.
Wrath versus Forearms versus Big Chill versus Way Big. It's like, oh my god, yeah.
Be terrible. What I think you've said, I don't think you have said your favorite show out of the four. Like, what do you prefer as like your favorite show?
I mean, Alien Force was my first. Like,
Okay.
those first 2 seasons of Alien Force will have a special place in my heart.
Mhm.
Now, do I dislike season 3? I do. I'm not a fan of season 3.
Yeah, there is
That
some
drives
missteps.
it down. But I
Mhm.
mean, here's what I'll say is I think every season are kind of around the same level for me. They all have stuff I really love and
Mhm.
I don't dislike.
Mhm.
And in my mind, I almost think of them as like one long show. It's not even like this season or this season. It is one long 17 season long
Mhm.
series, one storyline. All have stuff I love, all have stuff I don't love so much. But yeah, those first 2 seasons of Alien Force are my personal favorites. How about you so far? Is it still classic?
I think it is still classic,
Yeah,
but I
fair.
will say, I think each show has its like thing that makes it stand out.
100%.
And like,
yeah.
and yeah, you're correct. Alien Force Ultimate Alien, they just made some slight tweaks, and it's basically the same show, but there's some slight to make it a different show. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's been revealed as his hero, and there's a new rust bucket, and it's this like really fancy like airplane. It's like, the hell. And of course you have the Ultimate Alien stuff, but other than that, it's pretty much the same show.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't factor those things in, because there's times where you're watching episodes of Ultimate Alien and it feels like just Alien Force again.
Same, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It was really a marketing ploy. That's all it was. They wanted the same staff, the same crew, but they wanted to sell more toys. So they said, let's Ultimate Aliens, let's remarket the show, let's push it a thing, blah, blah, blah. Speaking of classic, though, you saw Ben 10 Classic again, the very start of it, from a different lens recently.
Yes.
But does that, like, that is a huge thing. Like, that is like it kind of changes the whole franchise, really.
Yeah, and around the time when I watched it too was like getting close to like when we actually go back to that episode within Omniverse and seeing the No Watch Ben, how he like affected, like he used Cannabolt to, because that was always the question. How come when it's coming down in the pod, it turns?
Yeah.
It was never explained. And I doubt Man of Action knew that's what it was.
No.
Because I bet the thinking was the time it detected his DNA and then moved. But in this, they're like, okay, well, let's just have Cannonbolt as another Ben, knock it. And that's the thing. Because you never see Cannonbolt like, or any sort of like shadow or anything come in. It's like, And then using
Armadillo like makes him fall in the
And it's funny because I remember Shelby watching that part, because I think I kept it in the reaction. He falls in and she's like, this is stupid, like, because he fell. And then when I see a few weeks later, I see why he falls in, or the explanation. I'm like,
you watched at perfect time. Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
I saw some people like in the comments of that video being like, oh man, he watched this like at the perfect opportunity. He's gonna get it in a couple weeks. It's like, yeah,
I did.
Perfect time. And like I even thought about it, like once you mentioned it to me, it was like, wait, should I tell him to wait until after? But I think it works the way you did it, because you got it refreshed the moment in your mind. Yeah. And
to see them rework and actually redraw that section again, and giving us new angles to that. Now, I understand why they couldn't do this, but I would have loved if they went back to the original design for that sequence.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
But I understand why they didn't, because
I think they did their best to try, because like in previous episodes when they would flash back to the thing, it's just like, oh, that's just current Vilgax, or it's just current blank blank blank. They tried to reanimate Vilgax or like make him look a little different. They went back to the like sound design in that episode and the way the Omnitrix sounds, and you know, blah blah blah. Which there's a video on YouTube, and maybe you can do this once you're done with the show or something, but there's like a comparison video of those two scenes back, you know, like in front of each other, and it's really close. It's kind of scary how good they do at like replicating that original scene. So shout outs to them. They didn't have to do that. I think it was done by the same like animation director or something that did that very first episode, or something along. They had like the same crew that did the first episode, which is very cool.
Let's see. Headcanon is the DNA originally bound brought the Xylene delivered pod to Ben, but post Chronosapien event, the cannon bolt led to an insane Vilgax feat. Okay, I mean, well, I get what you're saying in terms of like that was the original like idea, was like it detected Max's DNA within Ben and then just verted. Of course, it didn't go to Max, but either way, I'm fine with, like, obviously the canon was like, okay, within the multiverse, this version of Ben directed it towards Prime Ben to get it. Because in order for this to all transpire again, we have to get them all together again. Okay. So I like how they handled it, but I also still am fine with like knowing previously that it just like it detected Max's DNA, it detected a human, it detected whatever, and it veered towards him. Now, I think Ben still would have went to where it landed if it didn't veer. Like, he would have saw it maybe crash land. Ben would have went towards it, but maybe someone else found it. Because Gwen found it in that one continuity, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Let's see. We should make a video of where we pick the best designs. Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
We could do that. But would that also include Reboot? Because Reboot has their own set of stuff that I haven't seen hardly anything of. I've been avoiding it. I know Ben looks really like the animation's very different. I've seen that Ben, but I've not seen hardly anything design wise.
A lot of new designs to look at for sure.
Okay. That's a best way to say it without saying it. I know there's a lot of apparently I've heard from people like, oh, that they redesigned everything. I'm like, well, I figured as much. They probably would. Gwen and Cooper never worked. I mean, that's fine.
Shout out to Chris Pratt. That one time he voiced Cooper.
And then ever since then it was someone else, right? It wasn't him again.
I haven't seen him in a minute though. It's been a while.
Yeah, poor Cooper. Poor guy.
Has he been in the show?
And I don't think he's been on Omniverse. I don't think so. No. I know he was in one of the games that I played. Like he was like a villain or something, or he was captured or something. I don't remember what game that was. I think it was the last one I played.
Okay, so Cosmic Destruction, would that been the last one?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I prefer he be crossover with Justice League over Avengers. Yes. That's just me. If they ever did
both
it,
could be cool. But if I had to pick one, Justice League, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, give me upgrade morphing to like Iron Man suits or something. Like that'd be awesome.
I'm not sure why, but my dog's here. Hello. Hi.
Oh, hello, dog.
Hi.
Is it Wild Mutt?
Oh yeah. Come here. Oh, she doesn't want to jump up. I don't know what she's doing.
No.
She's like, "I ain't jumping up for you." Ben deserves arguing. Talking about. I mean, we definitely like talking about Ben 10. So yeah, yeah. I mean, he was talking about malware, loving malware. So
I love malware. Malware's great.
10 out of 10. Yeah, he was in Comms of Destruction. If Albedo was never gone evil, would he have been a better Omnitrix user than Ben? Ooh. I don't think so.
I mean, define evil, I guess, because I think his downfall is he's too confident, he's too cocky, he wants the attention. To be fair, so does Ben, right? But I think I think Albedo is also just too calculated. He plans everything in ahead, and you can't calculate when things come down to the wire. You have to come up with it on the fly. You have to be good on your feet and smart when it counts. And I think Ben is like I do think he makes a better Omnitrix wielder than Grandpa would in some areas, because like Grandpa is also, he's a trained plumber. He does things by the rules. He does things to a point. And if Ben had done that in everything, he would have lost probably in Classic. Like he never would have made it to where he is now. He needs to be willing to break those rules to save everyone, I think. Albedo probably would have been a good hero as well if done well, but you could say the same for like Asmith. Like Asmith probably would have been a good hero as well.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, because I don't know if Albedo would be ready for all that. I just love the fact that he got Ben's DNA and he's just stuck. And the fact is they turn him into young Ben as well. Like a young, yeah. I just love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up, sir? Anything?
No. I mean, I think we've covered a lot here today. It's been I think you've had a fun 5 seasons. I'm really curious to see what you think of these next couple. There is one story arc in particular I'm so fascinated to hear your thoughts on. Pretty divisive storyline, to say the least. Some people love it, some people hate it. So I'm very excited to see your journey through these final 3 seasons. And what I imagine this is probably our last one before the end, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I think we'll do another one when the show's done.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do post the show.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's a lot of people that have been suggesting over the years when I get to certain points, like, oh, here, you should react to this Ink Tank video. You should like check out this thing. You should check out this fan thing. You should check out this. Because there's a lot of like fan made stuff and just other things out there that people want me to watch or check out, but I can't.
Yeah.
But the bigger question is like, do I attempt the reboot?
Yeah.
And I know they're shorter episodes, but like, do I attempt covering that series, or do like because there are people that are saying, hey, there's also official comics. So like, are they other storylines?
There are a lot of comics. None of them are canon, but there are storylines. They're kind of just like one-off stories where it's like, oh, Ben meets a mermaid and he turns into Rip. It's kind of silly stuff. But even like I was telling you, like there is a Generator X comic book out there that with Ben and stuff like that. Like there's cool stuff in the comics as well. And then, of course, you have this new comic coming out as well. Yeah. Like that's exciting, and lots of stuff posts. Like I feel like in this stream we pitched like 5 to 10 videos of like, oh, we could do this, or we could do this.
Yeah, there's stuff we could do.
Yeah, like the world is open once you're done.
Yeah. It's funny because like, he's saying, yeah, do the reboot. And it's like, I hear from people, it's like, yeah, do the reboot or don't do the reboot. There's a lot of people, it's like, it's a mixed bag. So that's going to be a big discussion about, do I even attempt it? Because there are some people that say, well, don't watch the reboot show, but watch these films that they made in the reboot. I'm like, but wouldn't that defeat the purpose of like not knowing going in what I'm about to like experience? Like I have no recollection or any idea of what these movies are, like how like it would just feel weird, right? To like dive into like these movies that they made within the Ben 10 reboot, but I don't watch any of the show. I just watch the movies. I don't know. That's like saying, hey, watch the 2 live action Ben 10 movies that they made, but don't watch the show. Like, don't, it's like, but why? Like I know, well, because wait, Alien Swarm was canon, but the other one was not.
I think with all of them, it's kind of just like the elements are canon. Like these events still happen, but maybe not all of the. It's one of those weird things. It's like kind of both. Yeah, it's. Reboot's going to be interesting because I haven't even done the reboot. I've done episodes of it, but I have not done the full reboot journey either. So I can't even be like, oh, do this episode or do this one. There are things I'd like you to see from it. There are moments from like, I think he would enjoy this element of it, or seeing this character like this or whatever. But that's a bridge for another day, I guess.
Bro, because we got plenty more to go through. But it was fun chatting with Darren here once again about Ben 10. I think we definitely need to we'll plan out some Ben 10 videos that we can do together. And obviously at some point we're going to do Ultimate Alien episode rankings, and I'll promote that when we get to that. I'm not sure when we're doing that, but we'll figure it out. That's gonna be fun because it's always a fun time going through, though, because we've already done Ben 10, we've already done Alien Force. So now Ultimate Alien is next. So I gotta try to remember all of that. Yes. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. We appreciate it, and we will see you guys soon. Of course, check out Darren. He's got live streams he does every week on his channel, Darren Sanctuary. He's got the pipeline after the credits. He does other kinds of videos discussing stuff. Go check him out, guys. Support him as you should. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everybody. Bye.